Hi love, welcome back. In today's video I'm going to show you how I made my birthday dress. Let's get right into the video. I'm going to be using yarn art in different colors and 4mm and 3mm hook, scissors and stitch marker. So I've already made the first part of the cup and I'm going to show you the exact way I did it. So make a slip knot and chain 5. After 5 chains, row 1, we are going to skip 1 and make a single crochet in the 4 stitches left until the end. Row 2, chain 1, turn your work and make 4 single crochet in the stitches below. Start from row 3, we are going to make increases. So chain 1, turn your work, make 2 single crochet in the same space, make 2 single crochet in the next 2 spaces, and in the last space make 2 single crochet again. So that is your first increase row. Chain 1 and make normal rows. So row 5, we are going to chain 1, turn your work, make increases on both sides, and row 6 you are going to make normal rows. So keep alternating between increase rows and normal rows. Repeat this until you have 15 rows and I'll meet you. And this is the size guide for the rows. After a desired row, you are going to make 4 rows of no increase. And now we come to the decrease row. So after making 4 rows of no increase, then we start decreasing. So for row 19, we are going to start with our decrease row. So chain 1, skip 1 and make your single crochet in the next, and keep making your single crochet and you decrease at the last side. So I'll show you how to do that. So we are going to be alternating the decrease row as we did for the increase row. So for row 20 you decrease, 21 you don't decrease, 22 you decrease, 23 you don't decrease. So this is how we decrease. So you leave 3 stitches at the end and you decrease and chain 1 at the last. Make your single crochet at the last. Chain 1, turn your work and go in with a normal single crochet. So keep alternating this until you are left with only 4 rows to the end, and I'll meet you when you have only 4 rows left. We are making this dress for a medium size, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you. So this is the 4 rows, and now we are going to make single crochet, 4 single crochet to the end, and at the end this is how your work is supposed to be like. And when you, this is chain 1 and cut and fasten your yarn. So we are going to be attaching the second yarn to the end, and we are going to be making the top of our bra cap. So go in every stitch with 1 single crochet until the end of the row. And get to the end, chain 1, turn your work, and for row 2 go in with single crochet until the end of the row. Chain 1 and cut off the yarn. For next row, we are going to attach the lavender yarn, chain 1 and repeat the same exact thing you did for the white row. You are going to make 6 single crochet, 6 rows of the lavender, and I'll meet you when you are done with your 6 rows of lavender or any color you're using. Your work should be looking like this at this point, and now we are going to work on the sides. So chain 1 and make 1 single crochet in each stitch until you get to the other side of the corner, and I'll meet you there. So I'm at the corner, and you chain 1, turn your work, and repeat the same exact thing as you did for the row. So make single crochets until you are at the corner, so make 2 of them. So we have already done 1, so make 2. So this is the end, and this is how it should be looking like. Now we are about to join the caps together, so you join it at the edge with a slip stitch. After you have connected the cap together, now you are going to slip stitch inside the cap's border. Make your slip stitch, turn your work, and make 1 single crochet inside the middle space where you slip stitched. And now make 2 slip stitches, 1 and 2 in the cap border. Turn your work, make 2 single crochet inside the spaces, the stitch. Now slip stitch 2 again. The slip stitch counts as a chain 1. Turn your work, make 3 single crochet inside the spaces. Make your slip stitch, 2 slip stitch in the cap border, turn your work, make 4. So we are going to keep doing this until we are at the end of the cap. In total, you should be having 18 rows. And also it depends on your yarn, you can have less rows or more, but just keep making this until you are at the end of the cap, and I'll meet you at the end. So this is the end. You chain 1, cut and fasten your yarn. Now we are going to be working on the sides of the cup. So attach your yarn at the side of the cup border and chain 17. If you're a smaller size, consider chaining 15, and if you're large, consider chaining 18. So you're going to skip one and make single crochet in each stitches until the end of the row. At the end of the row, you're going to connect it to the next stitch, the border stitch, and for row 2 you are going to slip stitch in the next border space and turn your work and make single crochets until the end of the row. So we are going to repeat this for 6 rows. Chain 1, go in with normal single crochet. When you get to the end, you slip stitch it there to connect and slip stitch again in the next space. Turn your work and make single crochet. So repeat this until you have 6 rows of 16 stitches, and I'll meet you when you are at row 7. So for row 7, chain 1 and make single crochet, but at the end we are going to increase by making 2 single crochet in the same space. So this is the last stitch, so make 2 single crochet inside and slip stitch to connect your row. Row 8, you are going to slip stitch, make 1 slip stitch, turn your work and make normal single crochet in each row, but this time you will have 17 stitches. Do that until the end. So now at the end you chain 1 and come again. When you are almost at the end, 1 row to the end, you put 2 single crochet, slip stitch again. So you keep alternating row 7, which is the increase row, and row 6, which is the normal row, until you are at the bottom of the cup, and I'll meet you when you're done. So in total we have 18 rows. So chain 1, cut and fasten your yarn, and you're going to repeat the same exact thing for the other side of the bra cup. This is the 2 were complete. And now we are going to attach the yarn to the bottom, chain 1 and make single crochet throughout to the end of the row. But when you get to the corners which the single crochet is down, make sure you raise your tension so that the size will be equal. At the end of the row, chain 1, turn your work and keep making single crochets until your desired length. So I made about 4 inches from the base of the cup. So now you are going to measure the middle and put your stitch mark, count 15 and put your stitch mark at this both sides of your work. So we are going to make the play suit. So chain 1, make single crochets until you are at the where the stitch mark is. So when you get to where the stitch marker is, take off your stitch marker and you start working double crochets until you get to the pink stitch marker. So work double crochet through. So at the pink stitch marker, you continue making your single crochet at the end. When you get to the end, chain 1, turn over your work, and repeat the same exact row. When you get to the stitch marker, make double crochet and you continue with your single crochet. We are going to be decreasing on this third row at where the double crochets starts. So we are going to place our first decrease here. Continue making your double crochets and place the next decrease at where the pink stitch mark is. So I'm changing the hook to a 3mm because I don't like the space. So now we are going to decrease again here. We are now going to be decreasing on both sides until we have 7 chains. So we're literally making a pant, but this time bikini pant, but this time we are starting from the top to the bottom. So you make your decrease row in each row, both sides, until you have 7 stitches. And when you have, this is what I have, so I lost some footages. After you have 7 stitches, make 6 rows of 7 stitches. And now let's make our increase rows. So put 2 double crochet in the first space, in the first stitch. Continue with your normal double crochet, and at the end put increase again. So as we decreased on both sides, now we are going to be increasing on both sides. So put 2 double crochet in each space. Chain 2, turn over your work, put, this is the second row of the back, so put 2 double crochet, work your normal rows and put 2 double crochet. So you are going to be building the increase row until you have a row which is equivalent to the front row. After you're done making the pant, we are going to connect it to the top with a slip stitch. Chain 1, and for row 1, make single crochet in each stitch until the end of the row. At the end of the row, you chain 1 and make single crochet until the end of the row. And now we want to continue from the pant side, and we are going to make single crochet to connect the other side. So at this side of the work, just as you did for the other side, you are going to connect it with a slip stitch. Chain 1 and make single crochet in each stitch until the end of the row. Now row 2, chain 1 and make single crochet in each space. Make single crochet in each space until the end of the row, and I'll meet you at the end. So this is the end, and now we are going to chain 3. We are going to be creating the holes for the lace, the back lace. So chain 3, make your first double crochet in the same space, chain 1, skip 1, make 1 double crochet in the next stitch and make another double crochet in the following stitch, chain 1, skip 1. So you are going to repeat this until the end of the row, but when you get to the pant side, we are going to make double crochets instead of creating holes. We are going to be making double crochets, and repeat this same exact thing at the side of the row. So this is how your work should be looking like now you're going to make the hands, and you're going to attach your yarn at the middle of the diamond, the yellow space, and chain 2 and make 2 double crochet in the first and second and third. So you're going to make 3 single crochet, chain 2, turn your work, and repeat 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, chain 2, turn your work, and keep repeating this until you have 20 rows. And we are going to attach it at the back of the yarn with a darning needle, or you can attach it with your hook, whichever way you prefer. So repeat the same exact thing for the other side of the row, the bra cup. And now we are going to be making the cover up on the pants, on the bikini pants. Just measure how you want yours, like how, and attach the yarn at the middle of your work, chain 1 and make single crochet in each stitch climbing up. So you can use a stitch marker or pin to measure, to clip how you want your curves to be, and follow the same thing. So you are going to work this around until the beginning and you slip stitch. At this point, my love, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much. So this is the end, and you end the row by slip stitching. Now row 2, chain 4, 3, 4, and make your first double crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, make double crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, make double crochet in the following stitch. So this is going to be the pattern until you have your desired cover up. So you're going to go around, and at the end you slip stitch and go around till you have your desired length. And this is mine. Thank you and stay blessed. Bye.